Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I am making traditional Sri Lankan sweet called Dodol. This delicious sweet is made with rich coconut milk, jaggery or treacle and rice flour. Slowly cooked until it becomes soft, chewy and full of flavor. Dodol is very popular sweet prepared for cultural celebration, especially during the Sinhala and Tamil New Year. It is symbol of joy, sharing and togetherness in Sri Lankan homes. Traditionally, making dodol is a big process and very time consuming, often requiring constant stirring in a large utensils. But today I am going to show you much easier method without wasting your time. You don't need any big equipment, just your microwave and microwave safe bowl. Let's see how to make this authentic festive sweet in simple and convenient way. These are the ingredients we need. You can get them from Sri Lankan shops, Indian or Asian grocery stores, and sometimes even from the regular supermarket. First, we need a microwave safe bowl. I am using this bowl here. You will also need a baking tray or any flat tray to set the final dodol. For sweetness and flavor, we need 1 cup of treacle. This is Kithul treacle. You can usually find in Sri Lankan or Indian shops. If you cannot find treacle, you can make your own by caramelizing sugar, adding a little water, and preparing a simple sugar treacle. Real Kithul treacle gives the best authentic taste. Next, we need half a cup of rice flour. I made my rice flour at home by grinding rice, but you can easily buy ready made rice flour from shops. Half a cup of rice flour. For aroma, we need a few crushed cardamom pods. I am crushing them using a small mortar and pestle. We also add a pinch of salt, a quarter teaspoon of salt to balance the sweetness. Since I am using canned coconut milk, I will also add 1 teaspoon of coconut oil. Because of the cold weather, my coconut oil is solid, but it will melt during cooking. Later, we will need cashew nuts for extra richness and texture. Additionally, we will use half a cup of sugar to make caramel as the treacle I bought is not very strong flavor. If you can find good quality treacle or jaggery, you can skip this step. Finally, we need 400 milliliters of thick coconut milk. If you are using fresh coconut, prepare the first thick extract. Today I am using canned coconut milk, which is very close to the real taste. Now, let's start by making the caramel from the half a cup of sugar. Caramel. First, place half a cup of sugar into a clean dry saucepan or fry pan. Keep the heat on medium to low. Do not add water at the beginning. Allow the sugar to heat slowly. After a few minutes, you will see the sugar starting to melt from the edges. You can gently swirl or pan or use heat resistant spatula to help the sugar melt evenly. Be careful not to burn it. As the sugar melts, it will change color from white to light golden and then to the deeper amber brown. At this stage, you will get a rich caramel aroma. Once the sugar turns nice golden brown color, carefully add a small amount of water and mix slowly. Be very careful because the caramel is extremely hot and may bubble. Keep stirring until the caramel becomes smooth and slightly thick like treacle. Then switch off the heat and allow to cool slightly before using it to the dodol mixture. Add caramel into the dodol mixture and mix everything very well until smooth. It's time to cook the mixture in the microwave. Place the bowl in the microwave and cook for 6 minutes. After 6 minutes, carefully take it out and give a good mix. You will notice the mixture has become slightly thicker. I cooked the dodol in 3 rounds of 6 minutes in the microwave. After each 6 minutes round, I carefully took the bowl out, stirred the mixture well, and checked the texture. During the third round, I added the cashew nuts, mixed them in properly, and continue cooking. After the 3 rounds, I microwaved the mixture for another 4 minutes. Then remove it again and check the consistency. Finally, cooked for another 2 minutes. Altogether, it took around about 24 minutes for the dodol to reach the perfect thick, glossy, and chewy texture. Once it was ready, I transferred the hot mixture into the prepared tray and spread it evenly to set. For the whole cooking process, it took about 24 minutes, but this can vary depending on the power of your microwave. I am using a high power microwave, so it cooks faster. If your microwave has lower power, it may take around 30 minutes or even little longer. The most important thing is to keep checking the mixture and cook in the stage until you get the correct thick glossy dodol texture. Stirring in between each round helps the cook evenly and prevents burning. Spread some roasted cashew nuts or peanuts on the top. This adds extra flavor, texture and beautiful traditional finish. Then leave the dodol aside to rest and set properly. Allowing it to rest overnight will give the best firm and chewy texture. But even after few hours, it will be ready to cut into delicious pieces and enjoy. This portion may look small, but it is enough for our New Year table. I actually prepared this batch for a few weeks before the Sinhala and Tamil New Year. For the festive season, I usually cook much bigger batches. Here is my finished Sri Lankan traditional dodol. It has come out beautifully, soft, chewy, rich in coconut flavor, and perfectly sweet. The roasted cashew nuts on top add a delicious crunch and make it even more special. This is truly festive sweet, full of tradition and love. During the Sinhala and Tamil New Year season, we prepare sweets like dodol not only for our family but also to share with friends, neighbors, and loved ones. I will cut into a small pieces and pack them into a sealed containers to share. Sharing and caring is a very important part of our New Year. I have also made another traditional Sri Lankan sweet called Unduwalalu, and that video is already available on my channel. You can watch that recipe as well. Try both these traditional recipes at home and celebrate your new year with your authentic Sri Lankan flavors. Enjoy this recipe. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more easy, authentic recipes. Your support means a lot and helps me bring more traditional and simple recipes. Thanks for watching.